Visit CCGCastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit CCG Castle for more. Hello and welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. Today we'll be looking for another deck for the future format Primal Clash on for the 2016-17 rotation. And today I decide to build a Colress Mega Rayquaza featuring Zoroark. So what's really important to get about that Mega Rayquaza is that it's 220. It can evolve in the turn 1 because it has that Delta Evolution ability, which says that you can play this card to evolve during the first turn that you actually play regular Rayquaza, which is actually very fantastic. Also, that Emerald Break, you can hit for 30 times the 30 more for each Pokemon you have on your bench. So basically with the Skyfield you can have 8 Pokemons in play, which means that you can hit for mighty 240 damage, which is just amazing. It also has resistance -20 to the fightings, which is very good because I can see fighting decks very popular in the future, especially Zygarde and the Regirock combination. So -20 will mean a lot for you. A single retreat cost and weakness to the lightings. The good thing is that only powerful Lighting Pokemon at this moment in the format is Raichu, but I should definitely say that Raichu does not have that big support like he was in the past. I mean, you can play it with the Golbat, but you don't have Crobat, so I think that a lot of people will actually don't want to play Raichu, maybe as a tech in a deck. But also, the other good thing is that Manectric is just out of the format. We also have just Jolteon who can hit for like a 70, but with the weakness it's like 140, maybe 160 with that Fighting Fury belt. But you don't need also to worry about that. I mean, Zoroark with the stand-in and the Myjack can also hit for 10 plus 30 more for each of your opponent benched Pokemon. Why Zoroark is very good in this deck, in my opinion, is just because both Rayquaza and Zoroark can use Colress energies, and with the single double Colress energies you can hit for a lot of damage. Let's say your opponent have 5 Pokemons in play. That's like 160. We still don't have Muscle Band, but we can actually use Giovanni's Scheme to increase the damage for 20, which can be 180, which is enough to one-hit knockout a lot of regular EXs without Fighting Fury Belt. Other thing is also what will happen if your opponents just discard your Skyfield and cut down your benched Pokemons, for example, with that strong card like Pearl City. Well, you have a backup attack for Zoroark to respond for a couple turns when you manage to establish again Skyfield with a lot of your benched Pokemon, so you can actually respond to that. So basically, also running a single Ninetales with 1 Vulpix in this deck with the Barrier Shrine is definitely good deck. I mean, each player can't play any Stadium card from his or her hand. It's definitely strong ability. I mean, without Lysandering your Ninetales or playing Hexmaniac, your opponent will not be able to replace your Skyfield. And I decided to deck 1 Wally just for the turn 1 and any chance to hit that Ninetales if I go first, so I can actually just cut out my opponent from playing Stadium card, which is definitely good in my opinion. So also running 2 Hoopas for the support with the Sconda Ring will be, I'd be able actually to set up as well on the turn 1. So I guess that only playing 5 drop supporters is not a big deal in this deck. Also, if you want to maybe have better chances to get Vulpix and Ninetales, you can definitely take 2 level balls and 1 more line of Vulpix and Ninetales by cutting those 4 puzzle of times. But actually, trust me, those puzzle of times are actually real deal in this deck. You will definitely see that. But just because we have a lot of options to draw cards, we can easily grab 2 copies of puzzle at the same time. So we can actually easily play more Ultra Balls and actually grab more resources from the discard pile and actually had that turn 1 Ninetales in play. So 18 Pokemons. From those 18 Pokemons, we actually have like 12 basics, 35 trainer cards, and just the 7 energies. Trust me, you don't need to have more than 7 energies, because with the double Colress you can hit with the Zoroark, with double Colress and 1 Darkness you can hit with that Emerald Break, so really no need to have more cards, energies. So from item cards, I decided to run first of all, I actually played just Colress Rayquazas. I don't know why I didn't decide to play those Dragon. They have actually 180 HP, but those Fairy decks actually might be some good in future format, who knows. But actually Intensifying Burn can hit for 60. Those EXs, I mean non-EX only for 10, but you probably don't want to hit with this attack. Trust me, you just want to have Mega Rayquaza as soon as possible in play. But yeah, I mean, I decided to run 3 just a regular. I don't know why. So also running 2 Mega Turbos, no need to run more than that because of that puzzle of time. You can attach basic energy from a discard pile to one of your Mega Evolution Pokemons. 4 puzzles, definitely strong card in this deck, trust me. I mean, you can put any 2 cards from a discard pile back into your hand. In my opinion, that's definitely a good move, trust me. Especially in the late game, where you can actually take resources like a double Colress and Mega Turbo, and in a single turn you can actually surprise your opponent and have your Mega Rayquaza ready to attack, which can be definitely good. But also you can grab Lysander or something like that. Single Super Road. Since we lost that Secret Dash, we can't anymore return those Pokemons in deck. So I think single Super Road is a good option. It can also be played multiple times with that puzzle of time. So I guess just one is good. 4 Trainers Mails, 4 Ultra Balls, and 4 VA Seekers, pretty much staple. From supporter cards, I run 1 Giovanni Scheme. It's a good card. I mean, you can draw a card until you have 5 in your hand, or you can increase the damage done that you can do with your Pokemon's attacks for 20 more. So I guess you have another option to increase the damage just in case you actually need to do more damage. A single Hex Maniac will actually help you a lot against those Greninja breaks. Trust me, but maybe against some players that run actually those Wildloops. I mean, I actually decide to build a budget version of Vespiquen, Wildloop, and Wobbuffet deck. It works pretty well, trust me. So with Shamings, that deck can be also Tier 1 deck in the future. Also single Lysander, just because I'm running 4 VA Seekers and like 2 puzzles, so I can have pretty much everything that I want. I can have like 6, 7, 9, or 8 playing Lysander, turn of Lysander with that build. 2 Ents and 2 Professor Sycamore, so only 4 with Giovanni Scheme, 5 Job Supporters. That's just because I have 2 Hoopas, 4 Ultra Balls, and I guess with this kind of build you'll be able to find turn 1 Hoopa. Single Wally for that turn 1 Ninetales, but also with in a mid or late game, Wally can help you a lot just because you can surprise your opponent by showing up Zorua into Zoroark or maybe Vulpix into Ninetales. 3 Skyfield, 3 Skyfields, no 4 because also of playing 4 copies of puzzles, so I can actually have 4 Skyfield if I need. 2 Floatstones, maybe a risky, maybe not. I would like to have 3 in deck, but I don't have space. But since it's not a problem, a tool cannot be discarded. You don't need to worry if you're stuck in the front with the Hoopa because you can just stand in, retreat. You can also grab another Floatstone if you need with your puzzle. So puzzle is definitely hero in this deck. I definitely see a great potential in Puzzle of Time card in the future format. 3 Spirit Links, of course, 7 energies, 4 double Colress, and 3 Darkness, which is 60 cards in total. So if you're looking for any of these cards, as usual, find them on CCGCastle.com. Get the 5% discount if you're new to the store by typing TCG Center 5 code. If you're the old customer, after you purchase something, you will receive another code card, so it's definitely good. For everyone who is looking to build cards or just buy something for collection. So you can find a link in my video description, definitely check that. So let's do some gameplay so you guys can actually see how this beast of deck will work. So see you in the gameplay. Alright guys, so let's try to see this deck in action. So, oh, I actually won the coin flip, which is good. I can definitely open the first. You want to open first, you never know what your opponent plays, so it's always good to start first. My opening hand looks just amazing. I mean, I can play all 7 cards, which is just fantastic. I mean, I have Hoopa, I have Skyfield, I can open as well very well. So on the other side, my opponent actually stuck with that Hoopa in the active spot. I will search right here my deck for something like 2 Rayquaza and just a 1 Shaming, because I actually don't need to rush right here. I didn't took a Mega Rayquaza just because I want to have more Pokemons on my bench so I can actually replace them in case my opponent decide to actually remove my stadium from play. So I can actually go for that Vulpix right there. I just want to lock my stadium if it's possible. I will definitely try to find something like a Wally turn 1 if it's possible. So let's see, 4 more cards, no sign of the Wally. Trainer's Mail for N, so I guess I will pick N instead of discarding so many resources like 2 of my Skyfields in this situation. Alright, there's another Hoopa, a Zoroark, another Rayquaza. I can definitely just do another Mega Evolution right there, and after that I will actually pass my turn, so I guess not that bad, to be honest. I didn't even want to discard my Skyfields with that Professor Sycamore because I only played 3 Skyfields, and discarding them could be just so painful in my opinion. So on the other side we have that Mega Sceptile deck, so it's definitely interesting. It's Mega against Mega, but the only difference is that I can actually one-hit knock out my opponent Mega, and he actually can't because Mega Sceptile needs to attack twice in order to one-hit knock out my Mega Rayquaza. So that shaming was for 5 extra cards. As long as he's not going to be able to find that stadium, which is probably forced to the Giant Plant, I'm more than happy. So another shaming. He definitely can play a lot of shames right there, since the Skyfield is just active. Alright, there's a Spinark and a Super Scoop Up. Oh, that's definitely huge Super Scoop Up, I should say that. There's a Sceptile and a Hoopa, so he can use Condor Rings, so he can definitely grab some more Pokemons like Mega Sceptile, maybe even 2 more regular Sceptiles. He can't evolve on his turn 1 without Forest to the Giant Plant, but the good thing definitely is that he decided to keep my stadium in play, and I really like that. So there's a Zoroark. I definitely want to attach my energy right there. The question is, do I want to play Hoopa or not? I guess I don't want to play Hoopa. I will just go with my Shaymin right there. I mean, playing Hoopa is definitely 100% sure I will get... Oh, right here, there's a Ninetales. And this is definitely good. So I don't have my Mega Rayquaza right there, but hopefully I'll be able to find the one with my N. So I'm looking for the 6 new cards, and there is the Mega Rayquaza, so I can do a lot of damage right here. Alright. What I can find with my Trainer's Mail in this situation. Let's see, another Spirit Link, but I don't need that. We'll keep that Professor Sycamore, and this is going to be like Emerald Slash for tons of damage, 240. I had 240 each turn, so I don't know how my opponent can recover from that. I'm taking 2 prizes, which is Super Ode and a Trainer's Mail. Another Sceptile is just coming, even if he's able to knock out my Mega Rayquaza, or if he can even somehow remove it from the active spot, I can actually just stand in with my Zoroark, and with the double Color Synergy I can do 180 without any problem to his Sceptile. So I even have another attacker and another option right here. So there's a Spirit Link and a Mega Sceptile, which is not a big deal. There's a Dodrio, which says that your active Pokemon retreat cost is 2 less, so you can actually for retreat. Oh, very nice. Oh, there's a Hoopa in the active spot. Okay, so... a V-Seeker for Lysander, and say goodbye to my opponent, Mega Sceptile. So I'm just smiling to him. I can just use my Emerald Break for 240, and he can't just recover from that. I mean, that's just too many damage counters. So there's Ultra Ball and another Mega Rayquaza. Oh, there's a Starly Megaphone. I guess not a big deal. I mean, how many Pokemon does my opponent have in play? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so there's a N down to 2. Not that big problem, I guess. There's a Trainer's Mail and double Color's Energy, so yeah, it's pretty much GG. I mean, all he can do, try to get heads on that coin flip and try to sleep me. Unfortunately for him, he was not able to hit the heads, so yeah, even if he does the heads on the coin flip, I would be just able to stand in and hit for like 150. So another Emular break for 240, and it's pretty much knockout. So a very devastating deck. I should definitely say that. So let's move to game number 2. Alright, so let's go on with the game number 2. I just lost the coin flip, so that means that I will probably start second. And actually, by going second, there's a big chance that I might be able even to attack turn 1 with my Mega Rayquaza. So, let's see what my opponent plays. So, there's a Cubone. Alright, very interesting. Oh, a Primal Groudon, possibly. There's a Battle Compressor. Primal Groudon is going to be very good, especially after rotation, because with that barrier ability, it's unaffected by any kind of the trainer card or item card, so it's just very strong. So there's a Battle Compressor. I would assume maybe for some energies, of course, and for Karina. You want to have Karina in your discard pile for the V-Seeker. Karina is a good card. It allows you to search your deck for fighting Pokemon and any kind of the item card. I mean, it will go out of the rotation, unfortunately, because it's printed in the Furious Fist, and we'll have Primal Clash on format, so that means that fighting decks will lose that Karina as support. One fighting energy attached to the Cubone, and there's a Groudon Spirit Link. Alright, so will he be able maybe to find that V-Seeker for Karina? Probably, I would expect that to see. On the other side, I need to hit something with my Trainer's Mail, because if I don't find anything with my Trainer's Mail, I'm in huge trouble. Oh, just Giovanni Scheme, so I guess that's not going to help me a lot right there. At least I can use my Lysander here, and I can try to play as many cards as I can from my hand, so I can actually play my Giovanni Scheme next turn for that additionally 2 cards. At least something. Alright, so that's a Marowak with the bodyguard. What else he can find right here? A Muscle Band. Alright, and pretty much probably nothing else. Oh, Professor Sycamore. So he had that Professor Sycamore as a top deck, and that V-Seeker, but he actually didn't play V-Seeker for that Karina on the third one. Not sure why. Right now he has 7 new cards in his hand. If I manage to find any kind of the basic Pokemon, I can try to Sky Return. On the other side, I see that Carving. Luckily, I have my Hex Maniac, so I can actually shut down the Carving ability easily. And actually one-hit it knockout. So first, I need to find any kind of the basic Pokemon so I can actually go with my Sky Return. So he decided to discard one of his Primal Groudons, in addition to take another setup for more cards with his first Shaman. So actually this is going to be like Floatstone, alright. And Shaman for 4 extra cards. So he's looking for that Carbine Break for sure. He can't remove that Groudon from the active spot. It's 4 retreat cost. It's just going to be hard to remove that Groudon from the active spot. So that's the reason why I actually played that Lysander, because he already had that Spirit Link attached to it. So only AZ can help you to remove that kind of Pokemon from the active side. So there's a Zorua, and this is going to be a Giovanni Scheme. So I can drop 3 extra cards right there, pretty much nothing good. A Trainer's Mail for the Puzzle of Time. I guess I can take 2 puzzles right here, definitely. And with the double puzzle of time, I can actually take 2 of my trainer's mails into my hand. So I can have pretty much 2 more trainer's mails this turn, maybe for some kind of the Ultra Ball. That would be very nice. I will take that Wally, if I can search my deck for a Ultra Ball, so I can actually lock the Skyfield. Oh, there's Ultra Ball. So the question is, if I have the card that I'm looking for, and the card that I'm looking for actually is a Vulpix and a Ninetales. Oh, both are there. So let's go with the Vulpix. Unfortunately, I totally forget that I can't play. Oh my goodness, this turn. Wally. Never mind. We'll just Sky Return. Oh my goodness. Yeah, sometimes you play that Giovanni scheme, which is something like, I don't know, tech card, and you think, well, I didn't play supporter card, but I actually did. Never mind. As long as that Primal, as long as that Groudon is in the active spot and my opponent can retreat, I'm okay. So he decided to Primal Groudon, so he right now evolved to 140 HP, a lot of HP. So the game plan is actually to probably go with the Wally for the Ninetales, but maybe, yeah, and right now there's a N, so no chance to get that Wally. Okay, this hand is actually even more better. Zoroark, Hoopa, V-Seeker Shaman, also that energy Giovanni scheme with the V-Seeker. I'm pretty happy with that. But I'm not happy with that Marowak, who actually get that energies attached, 2 of them. So it's my turn right here. I can play my Hoopa. And I will try to see if I have my Hexmaniac in deck. No sign of the Hexmaniac, but I guess not that big deal. Especially because I have my Zoroark as a backup attacker, which is non-EX, and which can actually help me a lot in this situation. So I will play like Shaman for 2 cards. Will there be any kind of a double Colress? No, but there's a Flowstone. And this can be Shaman for like 2 more cards. Searching for that Ninetales or maybe Sycamore. Alright. At least I can play right there that Ultra Ball for 1 more Shaman EX, and I can actually have my hand for 6 new cards. There's also Mega Turbo, so I can get that 1 Darkness Energy attached to my Mega Rayquaza on bench. And all I really need in this situation is a Ninetales and double Colress Energy, and from that point of the game, I guess this is going to be very easily for me. So should I play? Yeah, I will go with Professor Sycamore. I don't need any more of those puzzles. I'm ready to set up. I just need to find that Ninetales so I can actually lock the stadium in play, retreat to my Mega Rayquaza, hit for 240, and oh, totally forget I can. I was going to put my Rayquaza Spirit Link. Oh, god damn. I was going to play my Rayquaza Spirit Link, and look what I did. A totally misplay. Alright, never mind. We're still in the game, I guess. I just need to find another Zoroark so I can actually be 100% sure that the Carbon Break will not be able to one-hit knock on my Zoroark, since I have my Hexmaniac locked in my deck. The good thing is that I only played 1 V-Seeker, so I can live with that. There's a V-Seeker for Professor Sycamore for my opponent. Sometimes it's just painful when you play online and when you misclick card and when you actually play it. So we all knows that I was going to attach that Rayquaza Spirit Link. On the other side, at Marowak, it's going to be very interesting. It can hit for 40 more damage for each prize card your opponent has taken. So after I knock out that Primal Groudon, probably he's going to promote his Carving with the Floatstone. Actually, Carving Break in the active spot, but I will after that just go with my V-Seeker for Lysander, so I can actually knock out his Marowak Break, who's the biggest threat at this moment on the bench. So yeah, he can hit for 220, which is an switch. Yeah, and it happens. So he just promoted that switch. He's going to hit me for 20 right there, and he's going to attach 2 energies from his discard pile to that Primal Groudon, and I can't play Lysander on it. I just simply can't. I mean, at least I can Lysander those Shamins on the bench for 2 prizes, but I can't play any more Lysander for that Primal Groudon. It's just going to be unaffected, and that's the reason why I actually can't believe how big misplay I made right there, so never mind. No doubt about V-Seeker, Trainer's Mail maybe for any kind of, Mega Turbo, but I will take another V-Seeker better. I don't need Mega Turbo, because I can't even play Mega Turbo. Lysander for the Shaman. Yeah, 240 for Shaman. I can knock out 2 Shamans in a single shot, and still have 20 damage to almost knock out that Magikarp. So there's Puzzle of Time and Darkness Energy. Alright. Unfortunately, I discarded one of my puzzles with that Professor Sycamore turn before I actually knocked out my opponent's Shaman. So there's another Professor's Letter. Yeah, I mean, I will definitely start to charge some, maybe 1 energy to my Zorua, so I can actually try to confuse his Primal Groudon, just in case. I mean, he can hit right here for like 60 minus 20, 40. Not sure why he didn't decide to attach energies onto his Primal Groudon. Well, probably just because I can one-hit knock him out. There's a Power Gem for the 40. I need to find a way to take double Colress energy. No sign of the double Colress energy. But I'm going to attach those tool cards. Play my V-Seeker for another Lysander and attach 1 energy onto my Rayquaza. I will go and say hello to my opponent's Shaman, and this is going to be 2 more prizes. Hopefully right now I will find that Hexmaniac, so I guess Hexmaniac is right here, right in the bottom right, so let's see if it really is. Yes, it is. Bottom right, Hexmaniac, so yeah. Clap for me. So what I'm going to do right here, probably just Hexmaniac, his Carving Break, and finish him with my Rayquaza, or even better, I can just stand in, and no, I can hit for like a 90 only, so I need one of his benched Pokemons. Oh, there's a N. So I will first go down to 2 cards, and after that I will try to get a strategy what to do. There's Ultra Ball and a Trainer's Mail, which is not bad. Both of these cards actually can help me. Another Power Gem just for the 40. There's a DC, but there's also Trainer's Mail. Trainer's Mail for the V-Seeker, I guess. At least that V-Seeker can give me extra knockout right here. I mean, I can actually knock out that Marowak Break on the bench for 240, so no more Marowak in play, which was actually the biggest threat, because that Marowak would be able to knock me out next turn, and I think that this was the best way to play this. There's Professor Sycamore, so yeah, all I really need is to get my Zoroark in the active spot and start to attack, but I guess I will not do that, because he can actually one-hit knock out my Zoroark, because I'm weak to the fighting. I need to find the Hexmaniac, so I will definitely go with my Professor Sycamore on the next turn. I already played 4 of my V-Seekers, so I have 1 Hexmaniac left, which is going to lead me to the victory. Even if he can find energy, so he can actually... oh, There's an Ultra Ball. Alright, so come on, play as many benched Pokemons as you can, so I can actually increase the damage with my Zoroark. So I need 2 of his basic Pokemons at the bench. Oh, no sign of anything with that Ultra Ball. Is he just going to maybe end me again and knock me out and discard Stadium from play? Oh no, just a Borrow Jam. I would definitely do that if I was my opponent. Mega Turbo. Do I want to retreat? Guess I won't. But what now? Retreat? Oh my goodness, this is so risky. Retreat on who? Or what? And why? Ah, never mind. Mega Turbo, so at least I get off from that damage. There's a Hex Maniac. There's a Puzzle of Time. Oh, I do have Zoroark. Oh, that's nice. Definitely. So what I'm going to do right here, I will just stand in since I know that I have my Zoroark for the next turn, and I will just hit for the 70 right there. I'm pretty happy by hitting for the 70. The only problem could be if he actually Lysander my Hoopa, but I still have the double Chorus Energy ready. So since I see that I have Zoroark and it's my next card, I can actually just sit and wait for him. The biggest problem right there might be just N going down to the single card. But then again, I have my Mega Rayquaza ready to do a lot of damage. If he decides to retreat right now, his Carbine can hit me for like 200. And he can discard Skyfield, but then without N it's a GG. Or maybe not. Or maybe I even... I don't know, it's still not over. I mean, he played 3 Ns. I didn't see a single V-Seeker. 2 played. V-Seeker for N. Yeah, luckily, for him. Yeah, you don't have nothing to lose. You need to go with the N. N for 6. I'm going down to 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. A single Ultra Ball. Yeah, this is a very tricky right here. Primal Groudon, active. It's going to hit for Gaia Volcano. I'm weak. I'm knocked out. I need to discard 3 of my Pokemons, so I will go with my... how many Stadiums I do have? I guess I will discard my Ninetales, so I can actually play Stadium and one of my Shamans. But the question is what to promote in the active spot. Well, he can hit for 220, 240, and I have resistance. And there's a Skyfield, but you don't want to play Skyfield, so Emerald Break just for 120. And next turn I can knock him out, so he can't knock me out without Stadium, and addition to Stadium, he needs to find 1 more Strong Energy. Then again, I have Ultra Ball for the Shaman, so I can actually search my deck for the Shaman. I can hit the double Chorus Energy and knock him out. Ooh, there's a Fighting Stadium! So this will increase the damage for 20 more, so that means that my Rayquaza is knocked out. Okay, so how many? I need to do 90 more damage, which I can do actually, and all I really need is a Shaman and a double Chorus Energy, and even better, there's a Hoopa EX. I'm going to play my Hoopa, and hopefully there's a Shaman EX. Yes, it is. And it's GG because I have 4 cards left, so all I really need to do is play my Ultra Ball for nothing, and after that go with my Shaman. Oh, I can actually take my Zoroark right there, why not? evolve into Zoroark, play Shaman, grab last 3 cards. One of them is actually a DC, and attach double colorless energy, hit for 150, which is enough to one hit to knock out that Primal Groudon, and that's pretty much GG. So I hope you guys enjoy watching it. It was actually dramatic at the end, but I managed to win. Once again, there's a full deck list. If you're looking to build something like that, you can definitely use this and try to play with it. It's definitely very good deck for the future format. So once again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like button for the video. Till the next time, have a nice day, and definitely see you in the next video. So goodbye.